Hello and welcome along to episode 19 of Call of Netherdeep. I've broken the cameras. How have I done that? Where Matt is not on camera. He's in charge.
A cat. Yeah.
Go.
Shut up. Hi. Welcome to Call of the Netherdeep. I have with me playing today, Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Miles, who is a human fighter PSI warrior.
I have Alora.
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm playing Thea, the Wildfire Druid.
I have Josh.
I'm Josh. I will be playing Binks, the Way of Mercury Monk.
Not for long.
And
I have James.
Hey, I'm James. I play Xylus Dawnbringer, Paladin, Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Oh wait, I am.
This didn't work how I thought it would. Yes.
Do you need another screen share?
No, I just need Matt. It's the screen share needs to go over there.
Oh man,
Matt, are
for
you
that
joining us,
split
or?
second.
My video is MIA today.
Okay, cool. On it. Keep
For
going,
that
guys. Keep
second,
going. Be the
Darth-
professional. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. Just say something that makes sense.
Something that makes sense.
Good job.
Last week we.
Yeah.
had-
What?
What?
Okay. Okay. Never mind. It's fine.
We're missing Jamal. There we go.
Yeah, we're missing
Yeah.
Jamal. That too.
I mean, listen.
Sorry,
you
we
don't
were
say
trying
you
to.
don't care.
I meant to talk about things we care about. Yeah. No, keep going.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Last week, we attempted to do the ritual for Binks to hopefully cure him of some of the rubidium corruption. Unfortunately, Binks decided he didn't trust the who's it called? The library. And
The Cobalt Bowl.
yeah.
How did I remember that?
Listen, it's really early. Alright, my brain don't work good. Finals. Anyway, he decided he didn't trust them, and so he refused the ritual. So instead, the party's current plan / goal is that they are going to instead just destroy rubidium at the very source to hopefully cure Binks of the corruption and save his life before he dies. And so the party traveled with Io and her group and her party, as well as the Alliance of Allsight. You all traveled down to the Drowned City, where supposedly there's a joint operation currently between the Cobalt Soul and the Library of Allsight. No, Cobalt Soul and Alliance of Allsight.
I believe it's the Allegiance of Allsight, but you can have it be whatever you want.
Yeah, it'll be whatever. And so you all arrived there, told what you all needed to do, which was specifically to find a tablet that would denote what the key is to open the Netherdeep, so that you all could go inside and answer the call finally. So we pick up the morning of. Still, everyone's still not that one. Where the hell is this one? There it is. There we are. Currently, if you guys want to put your tokens down, you guys can put them down right over here. So we pick up in the morning. The robot has mysteriously started malfunctioning. He writes down on a piece of paper that his voice box is currently malfunctioning. So.
Why am I so small?
Are you okay? You're a little tiny.
I don't know. What's going on?
There you go. Matt had a freak accident. He shrunk to the size of a peanut.
Hello.
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 I'm talking to the NPC in front of us.
I mean, you guys stayed the night here, so you've
Oh.
already
Never
Stay
mind.
the night. Yeah, we spent the night talking to the pigeon.
I'm going to begin ritual casting
Speak with
water
pigeons?
breathing.
Oh, that's depressing and quite useful.
usefully depressing. All right.
How many does it target?
10.
Ah, right. This is why you said you've got us covered. Because it
Yeah.
targets 10 people. What? Since when? I thought it was a single person spell.
Nope.
I thought it was water walking that targeted 10. Who knew?
All right. In the morning, you will find Insight, Professor Insight. She is currently walking around the camp, sort of making sure everyone's doing the tasks that they're supposed to do. When she sees you all sort of start coming out and waking up, she'll say, good morning. Well, Io and her group decided to go on ahead. They woke up a little bit earlier. So feel free to leave at your earliest convenience. Just do be aware that it is dangerous in there. So make sure you're prepared going in. Don't just run in all willy-nilly.
Very good. We will leave. Seeing as she said we should leave.
Yep.
She's got antennae.
I think Toby's voice box is broken.
Ah, thank
I'm
God.
sure he'll recover.
His token is broken too. Are we going this way? Is this the way we are going?
This is the way.
We left Bibbidi and Bobbidi back there. Okay. There is a door.
I come to a door.
Darth, tell us more about this door.
Well, it's a very nice door. It looks really good, right? And unfortunately, it cannot be moved.
I will knock on the door. No, I'll rap up upon it with my newfound evil quarterstaff.
Oh yeah, I forgot you chose the boring quarterstaff. Yeah. First, yeah. The door opens up, and what you find in it does appear. Before you stands the ruin of a once magnificent house of white stone. The ceiling has fallen through, leaving the marble floors littering with masonry, broken bed frames, and other furniture from at least 3 collapsed stories. The staircase leads to the entrance hall leads from the entrance hall to the upper floor. Walls of blue light holding back the water on all sides, leaving the interior quite dry.
Alright, we're on a speed run. We don't have time to stop and look around. We'll get over here and we'll sort of poke our
Thea
head
will
around.
stop attempting to put her arm through the blue light.
Oh, cool.
But you can put your arm through the blue light. As soon as you do, it's just you put your hand out and then you can feel the water on the other side.
That's sick.
Okay, that is quite cool.
Does this mean we could technically drown people like this?
Just by holding their head through the light.
It'd be no different than holding them underwater.
I'm not saying I'm going to, I just want to know that the option is there.
I feel in danger.
It would only take like 10 rounds minimum. Holding them still.
Yeah. Shit, sorry. On a bright note, though.
Wow, you got a text message.
Let's arranged this with you. Okay. Jamal's response is, "Oh, what? It's Saturday." Good lad.
Alright,
Oh,
we'll be
sure.
right back.
Will we? Okay.
I mean, did he say he's coming or? Did he
No,
say
no one
he's
cares. What's
Okay.
in this? What's in this down to the bottom right? What's going on down here?
down there?
Yeah.
From what you
Intrigued.
can tell, it appears to be a private study of some sort.
Oh, are there any scrolls in there? Wait, I'm not Sasser. Is there anything of any use in there?
Well, from here you're not really able to tell.
The stairs are blocked, so I'm climbing up along the wall.
Like a spider.
Sorry,
From
just
what
to let you know,
can see-
Jamal will not be joining us.
Got it.
He said, "I'm not at home and I won't be. I forgot. Sorry."
SMH. It's fine. But from what you guys can see from the location you all are currently standing at, it appears that there is a lot of rubble around, but there are still some bookshelves with a couple books on them and other things of the sort. So, could be worth checking. Could be worth just leaving. You know, it's up to you guys.
Let me check it. A flick.
Alrighty, give me an investigation check.
We'll send Toby to investigate. He is the man of many
Yep.
books. Like,
Alright.
I said we'll investigate because it's the Dungeons and Dragons decision, but Silas does not give a fuck what these books are about.
Alright.
They will help.
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah,
them off the shelves
Toby.
for him. That's about as far as it goes.
And just keep handing it to him.
Yeah,
Yep,
pretty much.
He just scans them all in.
I'm just pulling up Jamal's character sheet now.
Yeah, that's what
Got a
I'm doing.
+8.
That's right.
Oh, here, I already got it. I got
Yeah, it's just come combat. I'm going to use that
Toby
fucking
got-
wand again.
Till we got a 21.
Sick.
And
Go him.
luckily, he is able to find only one scroll. That still appears to be intact. Everything else seems to be too damaged from water and just, decay and stuff like that. But it appears to be a scroll of teleport.
That is going to be useful. Can anybody who's a magic user use it, or does it need to be somebody who's like wizardly or whatever?
It's just a spell scroll of teleport. So
Okay.
it doesn't say that there's any
Are you happy with all with
Anybody
all
casting it?
spellcasters being able to use it?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
a problem with it.
So,
It's not like a
there's-
fucking meteor swarm or anything. Like
Yeah,
that.
in D&D there's like two types of scroll. There's like sort of a level 7 scroll that has teleport on it, and then there's like a scroll of teleportation, and one of them
This is a level 7 scroll of teleport. This is
level 7 scroll brackets teleport.
Mhm.
And then what that means that either it's the one we can use or we can't use. Yes, unless the spell
It allows us to teleport.
unless the spell is on your class spell list, the scroll is unintelligible.
All right, so who can cast teleport?
Nobody. It might be on the sorcerer spell list actually. Yeah, me. I can. There you go. That's who can cast it.
There you go. You can cast.
Apparently, I can.
All right. But yeah, that's all you're able to find. Everything else, like I said before, has been 2 damage to time, and just water damage of the sort and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Right, off we trot. Whoop.
Off you go into the wild blue yonder.
After Miles, we're all following Miles.
Is it swimmable? Like, is there just like...
Could we just go through the light?
Make me a nature check, please, before you jump into the water like that.
Ooh, with advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage, yeah. Go you.
12.
You got a 12.
Yep.
Death lies beyond.
You are not sure. You think maybe jumping into the water might not be the best idea, but you're not sure why.
Am I sure why?
Yeah, you're pretty sure why. You have seen the shadows of a couple sharks sort of like circling around like the not like you guys specifically, just the area in total. So in general, so maybe jumping into the water with the new sounds might attract the sharks, so it might not be the best idea.
Well, we already killed one shark, so we're not scared of another.
So does that mean Miles is about to just jump into the water and just start kicking, splashing, and screaming?
No, but only because they have a robot that probably doesn't do good in water.
Yeah, that's true. Um. Anyways, you guys come to the door, and it does appear to be like half destroyed and partially open, so you can see inside. Um, there's no lock or anything like that.
Can we see like through here? Oh, well.
Yeah, you guys can. It's the water is it's really dark water because there's no sunlight or anything like that coming in to sort of illuminate it. And so it's really hard to see like through the water to other parts to the other side. But you're able to sort of see like Thea from where you're standing. You can sort of see to you're able to sort of see like about 5 feet into it, but not really like much further than that.
So is this hallway flooded or is it?
No, it's not flooded. It appears that the sorcerers that came through here and sort of created the watery walls and the spell, whatever they're casting, they came through this area, and it seems as though they came quite far ahead before finally stopping.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Yeah, basically. Hold on a minute. As you guys enter, this appears to be a corridor, or what used to be a corridor. Uh, uh, and it appears that you can see two large mysterious creatures sort of swimming around this general area, right? And it appears that it does seem to be like stalking this area to an extent.
We'll stay away from that.
Yep. As you guys enter this room, you have entered what appears to be the empty ruins of a guard tower. Cold water drips above as the wards surrounding this ruined tower flicker. The rest of the shallow indicates in, resting in the shallow indentations in the middle of the room is a stone cube about 6 inches on its side that hisses and it sparks. So about right there, there is a cube hissing and sparking currently.
Does it appear to be magical?
It does appear to be magical. Not any magic you recognize, though. If the robot was here, he would probably recognize it.
The robot recognizes the magic.
Yeah, it appears to be some a type of like artificer magic. It appears to be a keystone. Toby guesses that it is what's powering the walls that are currently holding back the water.
Oh, that's good. Why is it hissing and sparking?
Because it appears to be damaged.
Is it currently still
Toby, do you think
functioning?
you could fix it?
Oh, that too.
One at a time. Alora, what did you say?
I asked Toby if he thought he could fix it.
He says that it appears any tampering with it of any sorts might cause it to fault and the water to come crashing all around us.
So it is currently still functioning.
Yes, but like I said, the runes that are holding the water back, are sort of flickering in and out of existence.
All right. Well, I mentioned a speedrun as a joke, but considering that the walls may malfunction at any minute, I think a speedrun might be on the cards. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. I'll walk fast.
Alrighty.
I say that, but I do actually want to cast something.
Miles.
Miles is taking leaps and bounds.
When you guys are standing about right here, you guys can see another. You guys can see another building, off in the distance. Oh, right there.
Wicked.
It appears to be a tavern. Or it appeared to be a tavern. Past tense. It is not anymore. But you do see what appears to be a flame.
An underwater flame?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That is very cool.
My curiosity is piqued.
Oh.
Do you guys want to... We could very quietly try to make our way over to look at it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Very stealthily.
Alright, before you all go, give me stealth checks.
Doing butterfly stroke.
Alright.
I have disadvantage, so it's 10.
You do not. Your armor doesn't give you disadvantage, remember?
What?
Yeah, that was part of the whole thing. Now,
Oh.
the robot, on the other hand, he does have disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Sure, it's fine.
That robot man. Are you still malfunctioning, James? What did you roll?
I can't hear
You're
you.
muted. You're muted if, Alright, so Mike's just gone. Alright.
Type your number.
Yeah.
Alright, then we move.
James said, I can't type, I can't use Roll20, but Josh is in charge, so listen to him. He also says, Josh can level up. Wow. Quickly do that.
He's not in charge of that. Alright. Well,
Tell Josh what number you rolled.
Apologies, guys. Having a couple of malfunctions. I will be there shortly. I believe that stream can hear me perfectly, right? It's just everything else that's broken. Hi, Jellyfish. How are you? I see you. I hear you. I believe in you. How is Saturday treating you? Are you watching the World Cup? Hey, Caldane. Good morning. Oh, it is morning for you. It's early, right? Isn't it like 20 to 10? Okay, no, that's not that early. Yeah, we have roll 20. We're nearly there. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello! We have computer. That's good. The stream carried working fine. Everything else broke. We found You asked me to roll something, but I don't know what, and I couldn't
I
ask
asked you to roll stealth.
because I couldn't type. You want me to roll a stealth roll?
Yeah, you got an
Yeah, because
18.
they
What?
wanted to. No, they wanted to go investigate the mysterious flame underwater. Currently, you are staying behind with the robot.
Ah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm staying behind with the robot.
Before I keep going, do any of you, and by any of you I mean any of the people going and investigating the mysterious flame, speak Elvish, or Orc?
Sorry, just
I
before they
might.
go,
I speak Elvish.
like just before they go, I'd like to touch Miles.
Oz.
Yeah, protection versus even good.
Amazing.
So yeah, a disadvantage on attack rolls against you if you are being attacked by something that is evil, or aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, and you also have advantage on any saving throws against relevant effects by them, and you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Good luck.
All right. Does anyone speak Orcish? Orc?
Rook does.
Not that is
Silas
over
does.
Silas does? All right,
Yeah.
Silas, you don't hear it. So then that means that, at least as far as I'm aware, Miles, you're the only one who can understand the Sea Elf. But it's very like broken sense. It seems like she's mixing a lot of words from another language that you don't understand together, and they're sort of blending together like that. So you're able to sort of keep a conversation, but it's a very like broken dialect. It's just like, oh, how you, right? Like not like a full conversation that you're used to having.
Why are you speaking multiple languages at once?
Uh, this how I talk.
Oh, okay. Duly noted. What is this place here?
Uh, me home, me shop.
Shop. Oh, what do you sell?
Mm.
What's she saying?
Uh,
I think she's going to attack us.
She's not saying much at the moment.
potions.
Back to Elvish. Potions. Ooh. Do you have any to offer us as friendly travelers?
She'll reach into her bag and
She's reaching.
sort of like pull out a vial of a red liquid, and then another one of a blue liquid, which it does seem, since the water is so bleak and dark, it appears to sort of blend in. So it kind of just seems like she just pulled like the water out, like that was in a vial. She'll say, these two.
I'm gonna lean over to Thea and just whisper, she must be some kind of sea witch.
What do these do? These files.
This heal, she'll hold up the red one. Say, this one makes strong.
And you're just gonna give them to me?
What? No.
Oh, that's what she was doing.
This shop.
What if I traded?
What trade?
I have a medal of the wit. You can have advantage on intelligence checks.
Speaking of, Miles, give me an insight check.
Ah, yes, Miles, renowned for his insight.
7.
Good job.
7? Alright, yeah. She seems like a completely normal person. Nothing of anything, nothing of the sort.
Since I don't know what she's saying. Can I get any read about suspicious body language or anything?
It wasn't something like that, so.
Okay.
Is she moving shifty?
I mean, you can give me an insight check to see if you can try to understand her body language. But Miles was trying to understand something else, which he failed, so.
It's 21.
21. She generally seems like a non-hostile person here currently. She doesn't appear to be threatening you guys in any way. It just seems like she's currently having as normal of a conversation as you can have while you're in an underwater city and speaking languages you don't understand.
Do you live alone, or is there someone else that lives here?
Big fish. Just me.
Big fish? Is that what you said?
She's single except for the fish.
Oh.
Mm.
Plenty
Well-
fish in sea. Me solo. No, but she'll say, big fish. And then she'll sort of like point to her right over here, where you noticed the big shadows from before that were sort of stalking the area.
And do I see what they are?
You cannot currently see, the water's too dark.
What are those fish?
Me, no, sure.
But you're safe in here. We're safe in here, right?
Me safe in here.
Why am I not safe?
You visitor. Me live here.
You should me question. Do you ever come above the water to the land that's dry?
She gives you a puzzling look.
Do you know about other places that aren't under the water?
We above.
Okay, so no. That's a no. We're not above. We're under the water right now.
No, we not.
No, sorry, that was funny. We're looking for something. A certain item. Do you by any chance know where it is? It's a some kind of magical tablet.
Oh. That way. She'll point back to where you guys came from. Not like here, but like over here. She's telling you to go that way.
Oh.
Basically the way you were going.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go now. But just to let you know, you might not believe it, but you are under the water right now.
No, you silly man.
I believe she's under the sea.
Yeah, you're under. Well, if you're not under the water, then how are there fish everywhere?
Fish live nearby.
In water, correct?
You crazy. Go.
All right, yeah, and you're useless, and I leave.
Miles? What?
Oh yeah, you guys
Okay.
couldn't hear any of that.
She'll
Bas-
turn to you and as Miles like starts to walk away, she'll turn to Binks and Thea, and she'll start saying something that neither of you can understand.
What did she say?
All you hear is he very rude.
Very rude. What did I do? That's nice. I was trying to be her friend. I invited her to come hang out with us in question. Let's get out of here, and then I'll tell you what she said. And I swim back.
Give me stealth rolls as you're leaving.
All right, don't swim back yet.
Boy.
Fireball
thank
got a
God.
14.
Matt, are you playing on a typewriter today? Like,
No.
There's the weirdest clicking sounds coming out, like a ba-doop, ba-doop.
I usually mute my mic when I click.
Do you know the Tupperware boxes you get your Chinese takeaway in? It's like you're popping the lid on one of those.
You are able to swim back without anything noticing that you were there.
I really want to see what these shadows are.
Welcome back, guys. The water might malfunction at some point. We should really keep moving.
All right, I'm gonna talk as we walk. I'll just be like, yeah. So basically, she was speaking two languages mixed together. It was Elvish and something else. She doesn't know that we're underwater right now.
Oh, maybe she doesn't know the concept of not under the water.
Yeah, she's never been to the world above. Also, but she's aware there's fish, but doesn't understand that fish are only in the water. So I was too bamboozled to keep talking to her.
Fair. Very fair.
Toby will write out a message. He'll write out a message saying, just because fish are there doesn't mean that you're automatically under the water.
What fish don't live under the water?
Well, she wouldn't know that fish don't not live under the water. Right? Because she doesn't know any of a thing apart from living here.
Hold on. I need to ask, is this a Matt thing or is this a Miles thing? Because
This is Miles, not me. That's
okay,
Miles.
I was going to say, because, fish, can live in... Yeah, they have to live in the water, but just because there are fish in water doesn't mean that you are in the water.
Well, yeah, the buildings are in the water, but they're under the water.
Yeah, she could not know she's under the water.
Yeah, true.
And there could still have been hot fish in her area.
I should catch them and cook them and show her.
Alright, but you all keep going, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on to our right here? There is a door to the sea.
The right, yeah. That appears
South on the map.
to be a library of some kind.
An underwater library?
It appears so. Well, it appears that it used to be a library.
Okay,
I'm not
where-
sure if it still acts as one now.
I think that's where we need to go, to the library.
Wet
We
books
should
are useless.
check it out.
to me. Oh, okay. We should check it out. Wet books are not useless.
What books are not useless, apparently? Alright.
They could be charmed.
As you enter, broken clay tablets inscribed with writings lie among the desolate former library.
So we have to
What
go
room?
through all of the ones that aren't working to find the one that is. It's like a needle in a needle stack test.
I mean, you guys didn't have to come this way.
But we're looking for a tablet, right? And there are lots of tablets here, one of which may work.
Yeah, that's true. This could be the area that you were trying to find, but they sent you away. And they were like, you guys gotta go. Specifically because they hadn't found it yet. So if this was the area that had the tablet, I think you guys could assume they would have already had it and they wouldn't need you.
Great. With that fantastic piece of logic, we will not search for a needle in the needle stack.
There could be loot.
There could be
Say it
loot.
doesn't
Yeah,
care
we'll
about
look
loot.
around for loot. But I just meant we don't have to search every one of these tablets and see if one of them is the one that works.
All right. As you all enter, who's all going in?
We's
All of
all
us.
going
I'm
in.
going.
Even
Everyone's going in?
Toby.
I'm gonna leave. No, I'll leave Toby out just because
Okay, not Toby. Toby, see you later.
Hey, stop it, James. Knock it off. Fine.
We'll play hide and seek with Toby.
Something does appear though, as you all enter. In front of all of you. Stop moving, you two. Damn. Stand still.
We're trying to decide who's on top.
You guys can decide that later. Alright? Give me a second. You know what? Miles, roll a d10 for me.
A D10, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck me.
5.
Oh, alrighty then.
Oh no.
5. All of you hear in your minds, you hear a message.
Oh.
It's coming from a very familiar source. You've heard this, voice before. You hear, "Why have the gods forsaken me?" Give me a wisdom check, everybody, or a wisdom saving throw. I mean,
Save.
Is this the voice of the thing that we saw at the end of the maze, like way back when?
No.
Good job, Fireball.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to roll twice.
Alright. Luckily, you all are able to pass. But you think that was the voice of the Apotheon.
Ooh.
Now back to the people that appear in front of you. 3 spectral spirits appear in front of them, or appear in front of you. All of them are dressed in elegant robes, and all of them appear in front of you. 2 of them start speaking Elfish, and 1 starts speaking Orcish. Who understands Elfish and Orc?
Just me still? Does Xylus know?
I speak the
That was not
Orcish.
You speak the Orcish? Alright.
Oh.
So, Xylus, you understand, as one of them says, "How can I help you today?" And the 2 that are speaking Elvish, Miles, you're able to understand, and they ask the exact same question.
I will ask in perfect fluent Orcish. We are looking for loot.
Well,
No, I will say we're investigating the library. We are seeking a tablet, though not one of these,
we
as
have
far as
many
I
of
can
those
see.
here.
No, a different one. A key. A key? No, maybe. I don't know. That's not what we're looking. Is that what we're looking for? We're looking for a tablet, right? A key.
Yeah, you're looking for a tablet, but
It is a key, right?
So the tablet says what the key is.
Oh, sorry. We are looking for a tablet that tells us what the key is.
The key to what exactly?
My heart.
Well, I'm afraid that you won't find any of that here.
The key to the Sunken City? No, the Netherdeep. The Netherdeep. Key to the Netherdeep.
The Netherdeep.
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't. I don't know what I'm looking for. I just hide my head in shame.
When you say, you say Netherdeep, correct?
I think so. I honestly, Darth. This is so bad of me. I don't know what I'm here. Why I'm here.
Did we ever find out who the Moonweaver was?
No, he's a desert. He's in the desert. He might be in the desert. I don't know.
She is in the moon.
Oh, yeah. That is her. Okay. That's a different guy who's in the desert. It's not that.
Anyway, whenever you say Netherdeep, the spirit seems puzzled. What is this Netherdeep you speak of?
Well, if you don't know, we're both fucked. And I will gesture to Miles and say, "Can anybody else understand these people?" I'm out of thought.
I understand these other 2.
They don't know where we're going, and we don't know where they're going.
Hi, so what do you guys do here?
Much better question.
We are the curators of this library here.
And what exactly is this city?
This city? This city was, is the great, Kale? Yeah, Kale. Kale Moore. And they do say it in the present tense, as though it is still the great city, not like the past tense.
Oh.
Kale,
So,
what?
better question.
Kale Morrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yep.
Cool.
So, what... A question I've been wondering this whole time is, what are those giant shadows in the water?
I'm unsure of what you speak of.
What? You tell me you don't... I mean, I don't see any right now, but... There are these giant creatures in the water that are lurking.
Roll me a perception check.
I don't believe these things.
They're dead.
Perception
Oh my
check.
gosh.
All right. Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Are they? Well, they're spectral beings, but I guess I'm too dumb.
Well, no. You can roll me an insight check.
Ooh. All the checks.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you are able to sort of get an idea that they don't know that they're dead. And Thea, you do see as you all sort of heard the whisperings in your ear, you did see a new shadow appear around, starting to swim around the library. And it appears to be much bigger than the other shadows that you saw previously.
Oh fuck!
No,
Are
you don't
we-
notice this, Miles. Thea is the only one who notices
But
this.
Matt
Is this area
notices.
underwater? Is this flooded?
Yes.
Hey guys, I think we should go back inside.
Well, I just want to sit.
Good
I'm
plan.
gonna touch one of these dumb. Just put my arm.
Oh.
I'm expecting to go through.
They, before you can, they sort of back away, and they're just like, "Is there a reason why you attempt to touch me?"
If you just let me, I need to show you something.
Listen, we are not. We're good. All right, we don't need you touching us in any ways.
Miles?
I'm gonna
hold it.
walk. I'm gonna speak in common and to only Thea because she's the one here. Every single person in this town is freaking useless. And I'm gonna
There's
walk
a
and
big
say,
shadow. Big shadow.
"Oh!" I'm gonna point at the shadow to the spectral things. Look. I point.
They'll look. What?
They don't see it.
Yeah, they don't see it.
I'm gonna in Elvish. I'm just gonna be like, "I must be going crazy down here. I'm sorry." And I'm gonna go inside.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
So there was no loot.
Don't think so.
Wow. Very good.
Uh,
I like the
are
inside
we-
doors.
Are we at all concerned that there's a big shadow following us? I'm a little concerned about that.
I'm more curious than concerned.
It's destiny. Don't worry, the Everlight will
Ooh.
protect us. As long as we stay inside and move really fast and stuff. Oh yeah, what
Yeah,
is that door open? The one that Miles just went through? I don't know what Binks is doing. He's
yes.
taking a swim. Great. Okay.
What,
He's taking
what,
a swim.
Binks is doing a what now?
Binks is taking a swim. We don't know why.
No, it's not as good.
Okay, he's
You
back.
better not have been.
Back in blue. Oh shit, we're gonna have to go outside.
What's in this room?
What is in this room?
This appears to be. This room appears to be part of the library that you guys were just in. Although you are surprised to find two beings already there.
Ooh. Question.
Do they appear to be alive?
I mean, you can ask them yourselves.
Oh my.
Oh, well, one of them does. Can I use a divine sense as I look at them? Please.
Mhm.
I would like to know if they are alive. More specifically, I'd like to know if they are a celestial fiend or undead.
All right. You get nothing.
Get nothing at
So
all.
they're not.
Okay.
Well, no, you're just none of those.
Divine
They're
sense
just-
is useless, and I will instead opt
Toby,
to
is that
ask you if it's been 10 minutes since we went to visit the silly mermaid shop.
By now it has, yeah.
Okay, cool. That means that you are no longer under the effects of protection from evil and good.
The smaller one appears to be sort of wrapped up in looking around and studying something. But the bigger being does recognize you and sort of you hear in a very robotic voice, "Halt."
I am halting. Hello.
I'm Silas. Hello.
The elf will turn around to you. She'll say, "Oh, hello. I wasn't aware that any other parties were being sent out this way."
Oh, what exactly is this place? Meaning, like this building we're currently in.
This is a part of the old library.
We are following the other party that was here before. Ao and the rest of them, they left without us this morning.
I can assure you, no one else has come through here. Been here all day.
Can you tell us what happened to this town, city?
It was... Actually, not quite sure, honestly. None of the records really say what exactly happened to it. It's just that it just mysteriously sank one day.
Oh, so it used to be above the water.
Sorry, you said you haven't seen the others?
There are other paths that were found that are to be explored, so perhaps they took one of those other ways, but you are the first people to come down this path. Other than me, of course.
And what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I'm investigating the library. I decided to stay behind, so that way I could just investigate to gather up any materials or any other lost works that may have been left behind that we can still salvage.
We?
Yes, me and my guardian here.
Oh, okay. She's not referring to, like, a group she's a part of. Does she look like she's part of the Cobalt, no, the old site?
She does appear to be wearing the robes of
Right.
of the All-Sites, yeah.
Okay, we probably shouldn't kill her yet. Cool.
I have a question for you.
Alright.
I'm going to keep asking this question until I get an answer. But, do you know what these shadow things in the water are?
The shadow things in the water?
Yes.
I am pretty sure that they are... are you talking about the ones over by the malfunctioning keystone?
Talking about those super giant things that have been stalking us.
She'll sort of look around and say, I don't see anything stalking you.
There's nothing here at the moment.
If you're talking about, as I said, the things around the keystone, there was a large group of sharks when we activated the keystone, and we weren't able to finish all of them off completely. So there might be one or two still swimming around over there.
I don't buy it.
These shadows
You
do not
don't
belong
buy
to
what?
sharks.
I think it's something more than just sharks that lives down here in the depths.
Sharks can live in the
Oh, no.
depths.
I'm not doubting that there are sharks here. I just think there's something more.
Well, I'm unsure what you meant by other chateau. I've been set up. I've been here since the expedition began. We haven't seen anything else.
I'm gonna look outside. Do I see the shadow anywhere?
Nope.
Maybe the shadow only likes us. Or only wants us dead. Which is good for you.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Are you threatening me?
What? That's no. I said we're the ones in danger. I'm saying you're safe. Someone else want to talk to these dudes?
Terrible negotiator.
We wish to pass and continue on our mission. Is that a problem?
I don't have a problem with it.
Good. Goodbye.
We should try to find... Is this flooring just stone, or is it sand, or mud, or...
It appears to be a mixture of stone and sand.
I'm gonna go back a little bit, see if I see signs of, like, Maggie-sized footprints.
Give me a survival check.
It's 18.
While Faye's doing that, as I look at the shield garden and this elf, do they look like they might be powerful combatants? Do they look like they've been in combat recently?
It doesn't appear to. You see on the guardian itself, you do see that it has some like stains of like blood and stuff like that, but it appears to be very dried to this point. Like it appears to be more
The
of a
combat,
stain.
any combat it was in was a while back at least.
Yes.
And do
Yeah,
they appear
nothing
to be
recent.
powerful combatants?
The Guardian appears to be a very powerful physical combatant. You're not really able to tell from the elf.
But it's
just
unlikely
because-
these two creatures would pose a danger to Io and her tribe.
Yeah,
Viridium armed beasts. That's
theoretically, yeah.
that's what Xylus is thinking.
Yeah. And Tethea, you don't. Other than the footprints that you all left, you don't find anything.
Mysterious.
What are through these doors? Well, actually, I'm gonna ask them. These doors here that lead to the water towers. What's through here?
We haven't checked them out yet. I've been just combing. I have been combing through everything that was here, and she'll sort of gesture to the large piles of like scrolls and books that she has like sort of around her.
I have an idea. I'm gonna go through this door and into this tower, and probably this giant shadow is gonna reappear while I'm in there. Keep an eye out for it, and maybe you'll know what I'm talking about.
Who are you saying this to, and what tower are you going into?
This tower here. I'm saying it to this dude right next to us. I'm talking to.
It does not. It does not react to what you're saying.
What do you mean?
Like you
The
are straight up
robot
talking-
does. The robot is not in motion. It is.
No, I'm talking to this dude.
Oh, that dude's a woman.
This woman. I'm talking to this woman.
Okay. Go for it, I guess.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through.
Ooh, don't die.
It's just a tower.
As you
Miles
open
died.
as you open it, it at first does appear to just be a regular tower until
Get this music though.
give me a second. You so are you fully entering it, or are you like waiting to see what you see?
I'm fully inside.
All right. As you enter, it appears to be very dark. You don't see again, like any of the creatures that have been following you. You do see a tablet, in the middle of the room.
Gasp.
Do you make your way towards it?
Absolutely.
All right. So it's right there in the center. So
Oh no.
as you go towards it, you see a couple schools of fish start to sort of
Abort! Abort!
start to gather around you. And at first it doesn't seem as it's such a
I'm immediately
bad
gonna
thing.
move if I see this. If I can. If I can't, then I can't.
Do we see that Miles is likely to die anytime soon?
You all do see, you can see that the very first school of fish behind him, but it doesn't seem like they're making any attempts to, eat him or anything like that.
Well, that's nice.
Miles, do you attempt to run away? Run back?
But no, I'm not. I'm gonna say, what up, fishies? But I'm gonna like move towards the door right here. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stay here.
As soon as you start to move, the swarms start to turn towards you.
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
Do they look hostile? Do they look hostile now?
Not yet, but if you keep going, they might.
All right, I'm gonna start moving right there. Hello, fish. Do you speak?
They all just sort of continue to be swimming around in this area.
It's at this point that we all realise that Miles has completely lost his fucking mind as he's standing in a water tower addressing the fish, going, I'm not even sure how you can speak to the fish. All that's coming out of your face is bubbles. It's like, hey, fish, how's it going? Don't worry, do you speak? There's a swarm of fish just going around in circles.
I have an idea of something that I want to try.
Oh,
I don't know if I can
help
do
us
it.
all.
The tablet. What kind of object is it?
It's a clay tablet.
Is it like no? I know. Is it large? Is it small?
If you're asking if you could pick it up, you probably could. It's nothing.
I'm not
large,
picking it
but
up though.
It's
I'm-
just a regular sized tablet, dude.
I'm going to I'm simultaneously going to move back to the door and use my psionic power, my telekinetic movement to move the tablet to me as
What
I go to the
tablet?
door.
As soon as you attempt to move your leg, the school of fish immediately turn towards you again.
I'm right next to the door, right?
Yeah, but fish are a lot faster than you underwater, so
I'm gonna slowly move my leg towards the tablet, not towards the door. Do they still freak out
Yeah.
at me? They still freak out, or do they get more calm now?
no, they're still at the act of you moving in any way draws their attention immediately towards you. Doesn't matter where you go.
And at the end of the campaign, Miles was still standing still.
I might be.
just roll initiative and kill him.
I was gonna say, can I make a check on the fish if they look like they're becoming hostile, or if they're just chilling, or they're just curious?
Roll me a nature check. Damn, apparently Miles knows nature for some reason. It appears they become hostile towards you as soon as they start noticing that you're moving. It appears as though they can't see you until you start moving. And so what they're seeing is something moving in the water, which means that it's something they can eat.
I'm not moving again. Does this look like it could be the shadows we were seeing?
No, they're much smaller.
Okay. I'm just not gonna move until the fish do something.
And that is where we left him.
Yeah, the fish, all of them just, start moving around and stuff like that. All of them just swimming around and things like that. They just... James.
Just, if we're gonna have to fight the fish, I need Toby to be in position. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're not moving, they don't notice you.
Miles? Are you okay?
Are you talking to me through the door?
Yeah.
You don't hear,
At all?
like, you can see Thea attempting to talk to you, but you can't hear her. And, I mean, it's water. Sound doesn't travel like that in water.
But we can see each other though?
Yeah, like, barely. He's, like, Miles right now is really blacked out by some darkened shape that's, like, basically right where you see him. But you know he's there.
I'm just gonna, like, shake my head through the water to try and get Thea's attention, whether or not she can see or not.
Guys? Should I try to get him out of there?
Upon you saying this, the elf will sort of walk up and say, will start looking through and say, "Oh, it appears that he angered the swarm of fishes that were the swarm of fishes that were around."
You
Yes,
didn't
anger's not
think
the right word. Well, they weren't around. They were around this area before we dried it up. And there was no need to
So-
mention it, for they weren't around.
How do we get rid of them?
A loud enough noise should deter them, scare them off. Or you could just attempt to attack them, but he'll sort of like narrow his eyes. They appear to be very entwined with your friend currently, so I don't think that that's such a good idea.
Well, guess Binks ain't the first one dying.
You're fine.
I'm just gonna chill here until the fish do something.
The fish, they just stay there.
I'd like to see if I can make a sort of. I don't know how close I have to be. Let me just check 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna step up to like right by the door, but not go through, and then raise my hand and have like a set of like red sparks come out from Miles towards the fish using prestidigitation. So trying to scare them off.
They don't seem to either care or notice.
Ah,
One of the two.
we should fight them. Just saying. We should fight them.
I'm trying to see if I have a certain feature I can use.
I mean, why don't we just pull him out of there?
Pull?
There's
Well, yeah,
a
he's
chance
like-
that if you attempt to pull him out, the swarm will attack him all at once, and well, you won't pull out your friend, but there's a chance that it could work.
Not only that, but when he gets in here, we'll have fish on dry land. Easy targets. Right? That is how that works.
I mean, theoretically, yes. Some of them would most likely follow you. The vast majority probably wouldn't.
Great. Once he's out, he's out. I was going
All right.
to
I mean-
take an attack.
Here's the thing. I don't mind getting attacked once. I'm right next to the damn door.
I mean, Miles, it's up to you. What do you want
All
to
right, this is what I'm doing. I'm making a quick break for the door. I'm using all my movement speed I can as quick as possible.
All right.
They attack me. They attack me. Peace.
All three of the swarms swarm you at once, and basically how this is going to work is you're just going to take 3 attacks. If they hit, they hit. If they don't, they don't. But since they're swarming you, they do have advantage. So we'll see what happens. The first one. Let's do this to everyone. The first one is a 21 to hit you.
Yep.
All right. You take 22 damage from the first one.
Ow.
The next one. Is a 17.
Nope.
All right, and the last one is an 18.
Nope.
All right. You are able to successfully make it out.
Guys, I found the tablet.
Oh, you did? Where is it?
Yes.
You did not find the tablet.
Tablet. What do you want about?
Guys, I found a tablet.
What?
There's a
Is it
tablet,
the tablet
in the water.
in this room? That we're in?
There's a tablet in the middle of the water room.
Oh, is there?
As upon further inspection, it appears to be a similar tablet to the one that what's her name used in Betrayer's Rise.
Elosia.
Aloysia.
Yes.
The teleporty one?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. I thought it...
Found a tablet, and I think Aloysia is behind all this. What happened in the city?
well, that's fair. Do we need it?
I have no clue. I don't know what it does.
Does the elf respond in any way to the name Aloysia?
Give me a perception check.
A perception check. Got a 0 for a 10.
10. All right. Give me a second.
I'm insightful but blind.
Yeah, just because the reason I said that is just because you're noticing it rather than
His face turned green, but I
No,
missed it.
nothing appears.
Cool.
They
Alright.
don't appear. She doesn't appear to react.
All right. Well, they're not
whatsoever to the
womb
name.
buddies or anything. Very good.
She does react to the tablet. Those maybe there is use in going into there then. There's more stuff that is to be found, but glad you at least made it out safe. Wouldn't want to have anyone, falling over dead now, would we?
How do you suggest we go get that safely?
Do we need it?
I have no clue. I don't know what it does.
It teleports.
Does it?
That's what we think, is it not?
Yeah, that's what it did last time.
Well, we could get it to teleport us immediately if the walls cave in.
I'll wave the scroll of
Oh.
teleportation I'm holding.
As you all are having this conversation, the giant guardian just walks in. The fish try to bite at it. It doesn't move. It just grabs it and walks out, and then it hands it to the elf and says, "Oh, thank you, Crescent." And she'll sort of like dust it off, and she'll say, "I'm sorry. Were you all going to get this?"
Did you not just see me get attacked by the fish?
You look at the construct, and it appears to have not taken any damage whatsoever.
Yes, you are clearly stronger than me. We've understood that already.
No, not stronger. Just different.
Yes, you can
It's
take
built
more.
different.
Yeah, you are fleshy. It
You've
is
been-
not.
Right here all day, and you didn't want to explore these 2 rooms that are right here?
Yeah, it's a
Look
bit
at all of the scrolls that I have around me that I have to go through and I have
I
to solve.
think this is a little fishy.
Yes, there are fish right there.
They attack. They hunger.
Tooch.
I don't suppose you want to look at the other one as well. I mean, just since we're here.
Is anybody gonna acknowledge the fact that the walls are currently slowly malfunctioning and eventually we're all gonna drown?
It appears as though in this room they appear to be stable.
Well, for now, but how long till that little clay tablet thing goes poof, poof, hits his spark and we all go
We do have a druid that can allow us to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
We're already breathing underwater for 24 hours.
Yeah, there's more problems than just breathing. When the
What's your
water
problem?
floods, like the pressure, the fighting, the disadvantage on weapon swings. I'm not looking forward to that.
Don't feel pressure. You can only do what you can do.
True. Under pressure.
You are the team sent out to find the tablet that.
Ah, you said you didn't know about any more teams.
Yep, that is us.
She said she didn't see any teams coming here, so. She'll say, well, she'll sort of point off to the library that you all went to before you came in here. She'll say, if you go through there, well, I guess you could call it a shortcut to where you need to go.
Do we see the light down here?
Can
Or
I
whatever this
insight
building
check
is?
that? Does that seem legit?
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight. What were you asking, Miles?
The thing that
No,
Josh
you
just pinged. We don't see
you
that.
you don't see that, no.
19.
19? She appears to be telling the truth.
Sick, bruv. Off we go.
Alright. Does anyone go and check the last room?
Shouldn't we?
I'm gonna peek my head in.
Can we send Toby? He's sort of a construct, right? Maybe he won't get bitten by fish.
You can open the door and just peer in before you.
Oh,
wanna
that
go
sounds
in.
great. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing saying you open the door, you have to go into it.
I don't know.
do
I
that.
didn't know if it was like stepping through the portal into the.
No.
water area.
It's there. Yeah, it does appear to
These
be
are
a simple
traditional
wooden door.
like
You open
wooden
it.
doors. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
look
open
good.
it up and you see
Hello?
blackness. You can't see anything in there.
I stick my head in.
All right.
You die.
You don't see anything. You do see what appears to be some kind of like circle on the ground.
Oh.
Silas, can't you make it brighter?
Yeah, I will make light in the.
Yeah, you guys can see into it then, and now you all see the circle on the ground.
There's a circle
That's
on the
it. It's
ground.
just an empty room with a circle on the ground.
It's like it's destroyed, right? And there's like, chunks of like, like bookshelves flying or like floating around and stuff like that. But it doesn't appear that there's anything in here other than, like I said, circle on the ground. That's the only that's the noticeable thing in here.
Do you guys think we should investigate the circle or just say
No.
peace and leave? Let's just leave.
But
But oh.
Do you want to see it, Thea?
we should probably find Ale.
Yeah.
True.
And like.
Oh, so we can send them in as the bait?
No.
Sorry, that's what I thought you were saying.
And also like find other things and get this tablet and not die to something on the way that didn't even have anything to do with it. Get eaten by swarms of fishies. Speaking of which, does Miles look like he needs a heal? Or is he gooch?
I'll be fine.
Great.
So are we going back to the spectral beings?
We're off to see the library, the wonderful library of people who don't know that they're dead.
Actually, wait. Before we go, I'm gonna say, excuse me. What is your name?
Me?
Yes, you.
My name is wrong one. Give me a second.
Fred.
My name is wrong one.
Wouldn't surprise me. I had question.
My parents didn't really
but
like me.
answer, we've got wrong one. Whoops.
I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce the name. Oh, I hate elf names.
It's what my goats are called in Stardew Valley. Mishap and whoops.
Galileo Kerda.
Galiokerda.
We are going to go into the library down below with the spectral beings, where you said there's a shortcut. Would you mind humoring me and waiting outside just for a second, because the giant shadow is going to come while we're in that room. And you can see the shadow.
See it, Miles. It's only you.
Upset.
It's just you.
Sure.
Thank you.
I mean, I fully saw it, but
Nah, you didn't. You thought you saw it. Miles did.
Miles actually didn't even fucking notice it until Thea pointed it out.
But we saw it in a different room anyway before.
No,
you saw it.
No, I saw it when I was with the Sea Elf.
Yeah, you saw it. No, you don't find Thea saw it, not you. And then Thea went,
No,
Miles, big shadow. And you were like, oh, okay, and then you left.
Tinier shadows were when we were actually like in the hallway here.
So do you all go in again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you all enter,
Maybe we should be quiet again.
Yeah, the spectral beings reappear. It's like, oh, welcome back. How can we help you?
We missed you guys. We came to say hi again.
You don't see anything. Yeah, you don't see anything, come around or anything like that.
Alright, guys, I figured out how to get rid of the shadow. We get whoever's nearby, we have them watch, because they don't come around when other things are watching. It's foolproof. It's a foolproof plan.
Silas doesn't believe that this shadow exists, so he just carries on. Excuse me, spectral dude, you are dead. I'm not interested in you. Please move out the way.
It's quite rude.
Well, he didn't seem to notice he was dead. I thought I'd given some information. As I said, I don't have the time to help them with their divine crisis and state of existence.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. You can stay don't believing me. As long as you don't get an attack of opportunity, I don't give a shit. Get out the way. And I will continue.
Really stick close to each other.
Stay close together.
Here,
yeah.
You'll see a broken part of the wall that you all can go through.
Too close. Too close.
You've been usurped by the Toby. Yeah, we'll head down to the Sood.
We lost Binks.
We are at the edge.
Alright. Looking out, you guys see.
Under the sea.
You guys can see what appears to be a temple-like structure over in this area, and what appears to be some type of crumbled building over
Do
here.
you know what would be really cool is if we walk into this temple-like structure and we find Ao and the party there looking like they've been here for hundreds of years, having been through hell.
Again?
It's all happened again. That'd be pretty cool. I just think they
Yeah,
should go
there's-
through hell.
Let's
for
hope
the
that
hell of
doesn't
it.
happen.
Yeah, and
So
he's
there's-
got 2 metal arms. Like...
We can tell that there's light coming from this area.
You don't see light, but you do see some red like veins coming out from it.
Cool.
Does it
Are they
look like
moving?
the red on Binks?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't want to go to that.
I'm all
We
in.
should be very, very careful. Don't touch anything.
All right, I guess we're swimming.
It goes without saying that the source is going to have ruidium surrounding it, right? So
I'm
if we're
keeping
looking
an
for
eye
the
open for
source,
shadows.
I'm keeping my eyes open because I'd like to see where I'm going. And I will also head towards the Templar area.
All right.
Ooh.
Give me acrobatic or stealth, or not stealth checks. Athletics checks as you all are just swimming down, just to see what speed everyone's swimming at.
Yeah, didn't I swim faster because of something clever? Did that happen? I remember that
Yeah, you got
happening
a medal that can make you swim faster
once.
and
Oh,
breathe
no, okay.
underwater.
I think I had advantage in a swimming race once, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, everyone is moving at, relative pace, except for Miles, who's kind of like,
He's
I
an
don't wanna
athletic
say
dude.
bolting through, but yeah, he's like, he makes it look easy.
I thought he'd be sinking in that new armor of his, but apparently not.
Apparently not. So are you all going to go into the building or the temple first?
Yeah, but like, put our backs to it and then like, doo-doo, 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 what as we go around the
So we're going into the temple first.
I just scared the shit out of my cat doing that. She jumped like a foot in the air.
Being
As
very
you-
carefully though as we go in.
Yeah.
Binks, as you enter it, or as you appear and walk into it, immediately you exit out of the water.
Say what?
The area around this, in the
Oh,
temple,
the temple itself is not got border in it, is what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay,
It seems
sorry,
like
right.
something's holding the
I
water.
thought you meant like he exited like up out of the water.
Yeah,
like,
you go
woo!
straight up into the mountain that you guys are currently in.
Mm.
You die of suffocation.
Okay. Well, never mind. Yeah, cool. Just weirdly,
You
Darth,
all-
I thought you'd like to know that we all have an arrow. Just an arrow. Like, well, I don't know what it means, but there is an arrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
up there is a statue.
Oh, with an arrow pointing to it?
Yeah. I don't know why there's an arrow there.
Yeah, me neither.
A once majestic stone temple stands in the middle of a sunken courtyard. A blast pillars, glowing softly, surround the opening of an area. Pulsing red lights issue from the archway that lead inside the temple. The interior of the temple is dry. Lavish sculpted pillars line the interior walls, and the floor is adorned with silver and green glass that depicted 2 verdant crescent moons atop a 4-pointed star. At the center is a red crystal shard pulsing with light in mimicry of a heartbeat. Scarlet tendrils radiate from it as it crawls across the stonework. Against the northern wall stands a statue of Corlin. Probably said that name wrong.
Yeah, Corellin, god of the elves, yeah, go on.
Yep, of Corlin. As you all enter, you feel yourselves sort of overcome with a enormous sense of peace. and you all start to feel again the same energy and the same magic begin to overcome you as all of you begin to see a vision. Give me a second.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, here we go again. Give me a second. All right. A vision, an image comes into into focus. Alexian is on his knees in this place. His head is bent. His expression is haggard. He looks old beyond his years. He raises his gaze to the statue. His eyes clear despite the exhaustion shown on his face. Whatever it takes, he whispers, his voice filling the room. Even if it costs me my life and my soul, I will do what it takes to protect them. As you all sort of come out of it.
Xylus returned straight away to everybody, and you all saw that, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's the next step, isn't it? I'm gonna walk directly to the center of the room and attempt to pick up this red shot.
Silas, what are you...
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'll do so.
That isn't this
hold
wish.
there, hold there, hold there. It's not good. That's an 8.
Alright, you fail. You become frightened of the crystal.
Don't think I do, my friend. I don't think I do. I do. I need another level in Paladin. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
frightened.
say.
Yeah, I suddenly realized I'm
so-
at level 3.
So you see Xylus immediately start to walk up to it, immediately get terrified, and runs back to you guys.
Should I try?
I don't think he'd run back. I really don't. Like, even if he was frightened, like in the nicest way possible, I don't know if this is just an effect, but like, I think
Back off.
I think he'd sort of stand there looking scared, maybe, but I don't think he'd walk away. He certainly
It
wouldn't run.
makes you go away from it.
I see.
Like that's just part of this one's.
I'm gonna try.
Alright, wisdom saving throw.
Why?
That is why right there.
Alright, yeah. Miles is able to walk up to it like it's nothing at all. And do you pick it up?
I do.
Alright. All of you, a huge wave of light goes out as you all see another vision.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a door to the Netherdeep. I'm kind of really peeved. Because it's turned out to just be some cool red gem thing.
No. So
That is what we're looking
okay.
for, though, right? We're looking for the rift to the... I mean, I know that the quest says we're looking for a tablet, but we're looking for the entrance to the Netherdeep, right? To find the source, to save Binks.
Well, you are doing that, but you don't know what the entrance is, so...
No, but I know, but, well, I mean, hell, this place is flooded with ruidium. I thought that maybe this would be the...
Yeah, you thought that. Anyways, a wash of light. As the wave of light engulfs all of you, you feel a great sensation of traveling at a great speed. You all are now looking down. You're not looking down. You all are going down faster than you thought possible. As you feel sharp pain blooms from your breastbone, you keep plummeting, and the light around you keeps diminishing and diminishing and diminishing, until suddenly you're looking down upon Alexian as he floats in blackness. His expression is one of slowly growing horror. He stretches an arm up to you as though begging you to take his arm and save him. when you see me, permit me to leave. I can't do that by myself. You must. You will. And with that, you feel all of that same sensation, all of the speed immediately as you are pulled out of it, and you all arrive back to where you were. As the vision ends, the red crystal in your hand, Miles, explodes and a loud hiss. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Come on, Miles! Like a boss! A plus
Thank
zero.
You feel as it exploded, the shards enter your hand,
Ugh.
and you feel rubidium attempt to enter your body and enter your system. But you are able to sort of shrug it off, get them out before you're corrupted.
Fantastic.
Who has the
Gem?
who has the gem?
I have the jewel.
The jewel of 3 prayers?
I thought Xylus had it.
No, I gave it to Thea.
You feel it blossom as it enters its final stage.
Sick!
And blessed last time.
She had it for like 4 minutes and it upgraded. Look at it go! If it gives something really cool, I'm gonna be so pissed.
You can now upgrade it to its exalted state.
Alright.
I'll let you.
When
I'll
you
let
do
you
so,
read
can
what
you
it
ping
does.
it to us all with display and VTT?
Oh,
Oh, I
fine,
don't know
there
if
you go.
can. Yeah, there we... Yay! Like, what's happened?
oh dang.
+3 to AC?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like, it was always going to be +3, right? It was +1 at level 1, +2 at level 2.
Mhm.
Oh dang.
And you got a mini vortex warp? Oh, that does 40-10 radiant damage. Yeah, don't do that on me. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm fine with you having that. I'm not depressed. I was like, if it gives like a +3 to hit, like, then we're talking.
Oh, that AC looks pretty nice.
Oh, well, I didn't choose you, so.
Miles was too shifty. He's got too much hidden in his backstory
eh.
that never came up.
Almost did once.
Well, yeah, it was a little moment.
Then we missed the next 4 weeks.
All right, so we have an exalted jewel. But are we still
Yeah.
standing in a room, like just chilling?
You are, until, the sort of, the golden light surrounding the water that was protecting you all begins to crumble and crack as the water crashes in on you all. You all are fine from the effects, luckily, but, it appears whatever that, the shard was holding the water back.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We broke it. Can I quickly just sort of like nip around to this corner? I just want to look at the walls over here, up to the upper left.
It's a little bit.
Those are
it's
still
a-
intact, right?
It's a little too dark. It's a little bit just too far away. You're not able to tell.
I'll cast daylight. I can do that once a day. It's about time.
Sure.
I'd like
do
to
it.
make a
Yeah.
60-foot light that dispels all magical darkness.
Well, this isn't. It's not a magical
Yeah,
darkness.
no, but-
it is just.
Well, it dispels normal darkness too. It's a light.
Well, yeah, no. I'm just explaining that it's just that the water. You're so deep underwater that it's just like blackness.
Yeah, I
and you can
believe it.
See it. Yeah.
Yeah. Does
yeah,
the
you
wall
can
appear to
see
be
it.
intact?
Yeah. It still appears to be intact.
Great.
So
Okay, cool.
Nothing
That's
happened
fine.
to it.
Right, I'll come back in. I just wanted to see if we just
Violet,
crushed an elf to death. Sorry, yes, go on.
You just made a beacon.
Ah. I'll dismiss it. It's over there, not over here. I wanted to check we hadn't just crushed everybody in there to death, including Io. And
Do
her
I see a
friends.
shadow?
You don't actually. Let's see if you see a shadow.
There, at the end of the day, we're here to crush the source of all Viridium corruption. I think we should expect to be attacked at some point. We are ready for it, are we not? Let them know we are coming. Let them know that
I'd
the
rather
other light
be
has
the-
come.
ambusher than the
see-
ambushy.
You don't
I've-
see any shadows or anything like that.
I've never been one for skulking and sulking, you know that. Skulking and sulking, that's not what I was looking for. Skulking and stealthing is what I was trying to say. Uh, we will find trouble when it comes to us.
Oh, well.
Destiny is with us there. Destiny is with us. Don't worry.
You feel faster? I feel faster.
You should. All of you have gained a swimming speed, after all.
Oh, we've all gained a swimming speed?
Each of your allies within 30 feet of you gains the ability to breathe underwater and gains a swim speed
So,
equal to its walk speed.
Every time Binks leaves that radius,
Yeah, he
moves into
just
slow
slows
motion
down.
briefly.
Yeah, so what happens is it's like a dart underwater, and then it just immediately, like, he hits a wall and, like, immediately slows down.
Like he's coming around a corner, like, and then back in and off he charges again.
Yeah.
So
What do you guys want to do now?
Just to
we have the tablet, right?
No.
No,
Wait, you don't?
no. You've got a half a gem in your hand. Did you take any damage from that, by the way?
Oh, yeah, he did. Hold on.
Yes,
I
I
forgot to
just-
roll that.
Oh, my bad. I was just asking. I was going to offer you a heal. I didn't realize it hadn't been done. Okay.
Thanks
well,
for reminding me, James.
yeah. So you.
Here, I'll roll this. I'll roll this to everyone just so you guys can see it.
What is it? Like a 20d10 or something? I don't know.
6 d10.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
He
gosh.
can't die to that. He can't physically can't die to that. Yeah, it's like
It's probably
82
gonna be.
health.
It's probably gonna be like I don't have 82. I have 68.
Yeah, same shit.
31 damage.
31. Okay, cool. I'm gonna come and stand next to you so that when you get healed, you can reroll the numbers.
I don't need a heal. I'm okay.
What? You're half health, right?
I'm a third health.
Well, great. Well, you need a heal.
Did you also remember the damage you took from the fish as well?
Yeah, I'm at 37 right now.
Yeah, we could-
I've lost 53.
We're not taking a nap. Like,
You're less than half
use a
health.
heal.
I know. I'm
Right.
at a third.
We can either take a quick. We could go back inside and
We don't
just
have
rest
time
for
for a
a
nap.
little bit.
Take
We're
a
trying to
rest in
save
the middle
Binks.
of the water.
Let's keep
wanna,
going.
I want to take a long rest in the water.
You've
I'm
got
going
6
to-
seconds. That's it.
I'm going to bring in the wolf, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Miles with
Yeah.
some extra heals.
You can re-roll any number of those dice once if you wish.
Um,
Actually, let's see the original roll
Volunteer.
first.
okay, so it's 2d8 plus an extra d8. I rolled a 3, a 5, and an 8.
I'll keep my sorcery point. What's that? 16 plus modifier?
Yeah. It's 21 healing.
Plenty. Yeah, that's plenty. He's fine now.
Yeah, you're
Right.
fine.
Great.
So are you all going to head to the building that's about to collapse?
What was that? Where?
I don't-
Where? Where's the building that's about to collapse?
The bottom right.
What?
This one.
Why is it about to collapse? What did I miss? When the fuck did that happen?
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
throw on another-
It's the building seemed to be crumbling from far away.
Oh.
Upon closer inspection, it's still standing, but it's like you know those like really rankety like houses that you see that like look like they could just break apart at any moment.
I've never known anything that's rankedy, but sure. I don't think we
It
should
looks
go
like
in.
it's about to.
I don't think we should
it
go
looks
into
like it's
that.
about to collapse.
Does it look like there's anything important in there? I'll put the light.
I mean,
not
there's
the 60-foot.
Considering there's nowhere else to go, but
What do
we
you mean
were
there's
told.
nowhere else to go? The fuck is this? There's a staircase up there.
You can't see that.
Can we
first
not?
off.
Could we not see it
No.
from here? I'm sure I could see it from here. When
No,
we came out the
James,
library, no?
Remember,
it's dark, it's
really
dark, it's dark,
Really
yeah,
dark
okay.
water. Yeah.
Alright, sorry.
Second off, you were told that if you went this way, you would find the tablet you were looking for.
Oh.
Which-
If she knew
which
where
way?
it was, why would she tell us? Why would she not just get it?
Because she wants us to get it so that we die, and she takes it the way Aloysia took our stuff from Betrayer's Rise. She's mean.
Sure.
Well, it's not only that, but like she's part of the old side. The old side are the ones looking for this. That's so fishy. Alright, cool. Anyway.
I get it, fishy.
No, I keep saying that. I still don't mean it as a pun.
I'm going in. I'm already in.
All right, but before you die, can we take a minute?
Yep.
Cool.
Take a short break.
Welcome back. We're at a building that's about to crumble on Miles's head. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, Miles went in.
It looks that way.
Yes, I did. I'm in.
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
29.
18.
29?
19.
No, it's not.
That's a 10.
Mine's 11.
Okay. Roll initiative. You shouldn't have gone in.
Alora said
Balls.
19. Alora said 19.
18.
Or 18.
Yeah. So Alora and Binks aren't going to be surprised, but
Oh, okay.
everyone else,
Oof.
they are.
I'm really surprised.
Oh
Did you
boy.
nat one?
Oh my gosh. I got a natural 20. Plus 7 on my gift of alacrity. Plus, I have a 30 for initiative.
All right, calm down, Alora. Jesus.
We have a character in our Sunday campaign who's got a plus 14 to initiative, so
My
I
gosh.
see that a lot. It's
Guys,
a
look
battle
how
master
cool-
with observant.
Look how cool this earring is. It's a little dragon that wraps around
Josh,
your
you
ear.
need to share that to Discord. We can't see shit. Like, no. Just send it on Discord.
Why's my
That is-
initiative a plus
That is
1?
blurry as shit. I don't know. Why is your initiative plus 1? Because you have plus 1 to Dex?
Oh, I do have plus 1
There
dex.
we go. That's why.
Yeah,
Amazing
Toby
how that
also
works.
nailed it. All right. So appearing in the room, some crabs. Not really,
Oof.
crabs, but they look like crabs. So they're crabs.
Some giant shadow crabs.
They're not shadow crabs. They do come out of the sand layer at the bottom. All of them with their giant pincers. Give me a sec. I'm just setting that down.
We should use the audio machine, BM. That's some sick battle music. Not right now, because this is a little battle, but I hope. But at some point, when we have like a really
no.
big, dangerous battle, use the audio machine battle music. It's incredible.
Alright.
Basically, their stuff used to be copyrighted, and it's not anymore, so it doesn't get struck from YouTube. So
Oh hell yeah.
it's brilliant.
Thea, you're up first.
Thea's first with a 30. Wow, their initiative
Who'da thought?
sucks.
Yeah, so you do have advantage on your first, action of whatever you end up doing.
Yeah, I'm looking at my new toys. But I do have advantage, so I should probably use something that needs that.
Yeah.
Like fireball. Wait, can I just confirm that we can cast fire spells under the water?
Yeah, I just asked for like a small DC check first.
Okay.
Like a DC 10 check.
Would
of
she
whatever
get
your
that with
spellcasting
advantage if
ability.
she's rolled a nat 20 on her initiative?
I mean, yeah. I mean, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she also has like a +8, so.
Hey,
I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at I'll just do 3 bolts all at this guy.
Which guy? Alright.
This first
yeah,
guy.
I see which guy you're talking about. Go ahead. Fire away.
Okay, do I need to roll something for a check?
Yeah, roll me just a normal spell attack.
With advantage.
Yeah.
So 28.
Yeah, you're fine. You can mold your fire down in the water.
Okay, so now it's just regular for the 3 attacks. No advantage because I use that for.
I should get advantage on everything!
Is that how it works?
It does to me. You get advantage on all your attacks.
Alright, well I followed James's rules for advantage, so that's what it is. I shouldn't say that like that. James is gonna be like, oh yeah, this is totally part of my rules now.
My rules
Okay,
are
well, the
written in
first
a
one's
Word
a nat-
document.
My first one's a nat 20.
Sick!
Alright.
Incinerate him. Burn him to the ground. He's immune to fire damage.
For 9 plus a d8, so 13. 26 damage on the first bolt on that guy.
Alright. He didn't like that.
Have at him!
25 to hit.
That'll hit again.
Can you hear that slight annoyance in her voice that it's still alive? Just slight
13.
irritation.
13 more. Ooh, that's a low roll. 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Yep, I don't think I can do anything about that.
Alright.
Do I have any bonus actions? Bonus action... Flame Seed this guy.
Alright. Give me... Is that a roll to hit, or what is that again? I forgot.
Yeah, it's a roll to hit. I assume that doesn't have advantage. Coming
Yeah,
from
no, your
my
dog
dog.
doesn't get advantage because you are really perceptive.
Woof, woof.
Oh, it's been a long time. I have to find out what its plus is. Sorry.
Should be your spell
Attack.
DC, right?
Is that what it is?
I believe so. I believe it uses your spell attack. I could be wrong.
Flame Seed. Yes, it is. Okay, so 22.
That'll hit.
Oh, there we go. 7.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
It appears to be wounded, but still snapping its little pincers at you. So, since that's your turn, we move to the first crab.
Am I the only person hearing this twice? Hearing the battle music twice?
Yes.
I hear it normally.
I'll refresh. That's really annoying. It's like
Alright,
twice, but it's
first crab.
slightly desynced.
First crab's gonna walk up to Miles and he's gonna give him the pincers.
You thought?
You're surprised. You can't do anything.
Yeah, I still thought.
I think you can still use reactions when surprised.
Yeah, you probably can, but you can't. Like, you can't stomp him like that. You're right. He did think.
Sorry, I'm gonna do that for
Okay.
my sake.
Alright,
That track's just syncing up really weirdly for me. Either that or it's just a shit track.
that's a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, well, it misses.
Oh yeah, it does miss.
Thank you, Toby.
Oh yeah, Toby did do that. All right.
You're welcome.
The crab isn't able to do anything. We move to Binks.
Do we? What happened to
Yeah.
Toby?
Surprised.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he only has a passive perception of 14. He doesn't pass.
Sick.
Binks, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. And then I'm gonna bring my quarterstaff. I'm gonna bonk it on the crab's head.
You're gonna bonk the crab. Got it.
That's the 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage plus 8 psychic.
All right. It is still alive.
I'm gonna bonk it again. That's 25 to hit.
All right. Yep, that'll hit.
That's 7 bludgeoning damage plus 6 psychic.
All right. How do you kill it?
I think as I whack it on its skull, some of the corruption seeps off of the staff and like infects the crab's brain, and it just kind of collapses onto its side.
Cool. All right. That first crab is dead.
And then I will walk on over to this guy, and I will bonus action use one of my key points To flurry of blows.
All right.
Just gonna kick it in its face. That's 26 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 11 bludgeoning damage. And how much is it? 1d8 psychic on my
Yes.
fist MP? Yeah. Plus 6 psychic damage.
All right.
And then I'll kick it again.
All right.
It's a 14 to hit.
That will miss.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, you come up and start, just stomping on it, kicking it. And the first one you're able to sort of kick right under, hit the soft spot of its shell. The second one you sort of bring it down. You hit the harder part of its shell, and you're not able to do it. But the crab, on the other hand, he's going to turn to you and he's going to attempt to bite you.
I say that as my turn gets skipped because I'm frightened.
It wouldn't be your turn anyway. That's a 23 to hit you, Binks.
Yeah.
All right. That will be 8 piercing damage as it comes up and it starts to bite on the leg that you kicked it with. And then it'll attempt to grab at you with its little claws. But it will fail. As it sort of falls over on its back when it tries to take its pincers and sort of grab you with it, it sort of falls backwards and its underside is exposed. And that's it.
Does that mean I'll get advantage on attacking it next because it's vulnerable? Because it's not prone?
That's correct.
Nice.
Alright, Miles, it would be your turn, but you are stunned. Not stunned.
Yeah.
You are
surprised.
You're surprised. It's a surprise party. This other crab, he's going to walk up to you, and he's also going to attempt to both bite and get you at it with its little claw hands.
At the little claw hands.
That is a natural 20 to hit you.
The gumdrop buttons. Yes.
Silvery bobs.
Woohoo!
Right.
Ooh, no, we don't do nat 20s here.
That is a dirty 20 to hit you then.
That hits.
All right.
Advantage to Binks on their next attack.
That is 20 damage as it bites down on your feet.
Ow.
And then it'll take its 2 claws and attempt to pinch you with them. It misses with the left, but it misses with the right as well. That's that crab.
Retconning that and putting the advantage on Miles instead because I didn't realize that Binks already had advantage.
Correct. Binks, the other crab, comes up to you. And he is going to attempt to bite you as well. Since that is a 23 to hit.
This is unnatural. I should be the one biting the crab.
That will be 21 damage as it bites your feet. And it will attempt to claw at you with its claws.
That is a vigorous bite.
That is a nat 20 to bite, or to claw you. You take 12 slashing damage as it also pierces at your little ankles. And it'll try to hit you with the right. Unfortunately missing, though. We would go to Xylus, but he is apparently surprised.
Xylus has decided to wait 21 turns before he takes an attack.
Yeah, Xylus, you don't know what's going on right now.
That's not true, I watched, I silvery barbed.
Yeah, but as far as you're aware, a rock just sort of fell on Miles's foot. You're just making sure he's okay. Thea, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move in and Primal Savagery attack this crab.
Which,
For
one right there?
Yep, 18 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 13. Nope, sorry, that's the wrong die. I rolled for Produce Flame, not for Primal Savagery.
Produce Primal
that-
Savagery.
Is 16 acid damage.
Oof. Alright, it didn't like that.
And then poof, myself, and if Xylus and Miles would like to, can teleport as well. This way. Xylus would be up here, I think.
I don't think Miles wants to.
Nah.
I don't think Miles was offered. It was Toby, right?
No. She said Xylus and Miles. Or at
Okay.
least
Maybe
that's what I
Xylus or
heard.
Miles, if they would like to, because they were
Oh.
next to the wolf.
Ah, it was next to the wolf, not next to you. Cool.
Yeah.
Zydus will take it.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. We move to the first crab that's in front of Miles. It will attempt to bite you.
Ow.
Nope.
Can McCamel impose disadvantage on this? Seeing as it's
Yeah,
now the second round? Yeah, okay. McCamel will
Alright.
impose disadvantage. I don't have control of the Steel Defender, but you can assume it's next to Toby for the entire combat.
That's fair. That will be a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
With disadvantage? Holy shenanigans.
They have pack tactics, so it.
Straight bro.
Neutral.
Okay.
And since it doesn't have advantage, it can't do extra damage to you. Lucky you.
Sick! Go on, Toby's
That's-
useful robot thing.
That's 10 damage to Miles as it bites you,
Ow.
and it's gonna attempt to hit you with the claws. It's all attacks against a target, correct? Or is it just the one attack?
Ah, that is a very good question, to which I do not know the answer. Give me a second. Steel Defender. Select attack on the attack roll of one creature. Single attack roll.
Alright, so that means it since can go again. It misses with the left,
Yeah.
but it'll try to pinch you with the right. Also missing, so you're safe, and we move to Senor B.
Yes, Senor B is going to swing once and twice with the axe of Batel.
Alright.
Is that not rolling?
I don't see anything currently.
It's a nat 1 and an 18 to hit.
Nat 1 will miss, 18 will hit.
It's 14 slashing damage to
I'm
the
assuming
creature right
this
in
one?
front of him. Yeah, obviously.
Alright, yep.
I
Said
think
14.
I did say 14. And then he will sort of look out to Miles and grant him adrenaline, which is double movement speed and +2 to AC until the start of its next turn.
Alright. With that, then, we move to Binks.
I will bonk that crab that I have advantage against.
Yep.
That's a 14.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
And that's a 25.
That'll hit.
That's 6 bludgeoning plus 6 psychic.
Alright. It still appears to be alive and kicking.
And then I'll use a key point to Flurry of Blows.
Alright.
That's a nat 20 for a 28.
That'll hit. These are adamantine crabs, though, so
That's Jesus, man. That is 6 bludgeoning and 12 psychic.
Did you crit the bludgeoning damage?
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Did you crit your damage?
I
your
sure
fist?
did. Yeah, I got in that one.
And a 5.
That would be 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
If you're doubling the dice.
Yeah, you double the dice for your fist.
Yeah, you needed to roll another d6, Josh. It's because when you rolled with advantage, the first roll was the nat 20, not the second, so it automatically turned off the auto-rolling crits. So you just need to right-click roll as crit on your unarmed damage.
Just roll another d6.
My computer's kindly told me that there's stationary traffic on the M25.
Oh no.
I don't know why I need a notification about that in the middle
That's
of that.
5.
Alright, so it takes an extra 11. Alright. It is still kicking, but it is very hurt.
And then I will
You've still got to
punch the crab below me.
Alright.
That's 24 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 9 bludgeoning plus 5 psychic, and then I am scrambling away.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Miles, you'll have advantage on your first attack here.
Yes.
Alright, we come to the crab that you were beating up. It'll spend half its movement to get up, but I think it can still make it to where, it can still make it to where it wants to go.
Is there a crab missing from the initiative order?
No, one of them just died.
There's only 2 in the initiative order.
Yeah, there were like 3 crabs missing from the initiative order. It happens a lot when you have paired creatures.
No, it's not that they're paired. I think it's just because I didn't have them. I had them on the DM layer, so they weren't chosen when I rolled the initiative for them. It would treat them like they didn't exist.
We're doing it in...
So one goes after Binks and one goes when?
Just before one goes on Toby's turn and one goes on Miles's turn. Basically.
Yeah,
like
so
just before
one
Toby,
goes
just
right
before
after
Miles.
you.
Okay.
One goes right before Miles. One goes right after Miles. And then there are 2 more before Xylus.
Like I said, 21 turns before I got to do anything.
Yeah, basically. The crab's gonna come up though, and it is going to attempt to bite Toby.
Fair.
There is sweetness. Can I? Thank you. No. No. No.
Disadvantage on the roll, by the way. From this time,
Camel?
because he's had his McCamel's had his they've had their turn.
All right.
So
Then straight. That is just a 23 to hit.
23, did you say?
Yes.
No, it won't hit. Shield.
He's gonna shield. All right.
Mhm.
Just.
I don't know if that's worth it, but fuck it. I can't mark his spells off, but he's used 2 level 1 slots.
Yeah. I just marked him off.
Okay.
All right. So it will attempt to claw at him, probably missing, but yeah, they need to basically crit to hit him now, which it does not. So we move to Miles.
Go on, Miles. Give him the slashing.
Oh. Make crab legs.
Which one is hurt?
The one right above you, and
Okay.
the one to your left.
Alright, the one above me. I'm swinging at advantage.
You are.
Take him to the chop shop. Yeah.
That'll hit.
Why did you not roll
Alright.
with advantage, Miles? Oh, there we go. There's the nat 1.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to use that for your second attack?
Oh, I rolled 2 6s, so that's 18 damage, plus I'm gonna add a die. Oh, I fucked up.
Did you?
Forgot about my bonus action, but I can do it now.
Alright,
Yes,
well...
so that's 18 damage, plus I'm going to use one of my die.
Mm-hmm.
Since when did Miles have bonus actions? What?
Since he got Hex.
When did that happen?
For 7 force damage, and I need a strength savings throw from the crab.
You don't because it's dead.
Oh.
I'll tell
Oh,
you for free,
fantastic.
you didn't need to use the die on it. It was more than dead when you attacked it with your sword, but I wasn't gonna stop.
In
you
that
from
case,
spending
just to
your
remind you,
resources.
Matt, you get an attack
Yeah.
as a bonus action with Great Weapon Master if you want.
That is true.
Yes.
Well, so if it already died, then that wouldn't have used that dice on it.
Well, no, you announced it before I said it. I was letting you.
That seems kind of cheap.
No, when you apply damage on hit, you should do so before the DM tells you if the creature is dead or not, because you don't know if it's going to
Yeah.
die or not, right? So you've applied the
Yeah,
psychic
exactly.
damage to your swing, and then it's died. It's just the
Yeah.
psychic damage didn't matter.
Yeah.
Force, or whatever it was. It's force.
Because this isn't. It's not like this is like a separate action that's happening, right?
Yeah,
And I just took it off. It's literally you're doing like you're just enhancing your strike with psychic energy, and when it hits it, it was already dead from the basic swing, and the psychic damage was
It was
just
already
overkill.
charged.
Yes. Yeah, think about it like that. But yeah, you still have attacks. What
I'm
would you like
going to attack the one to my left now.
All right.
$20 to hit.
That will hit.
Seven. So it's 13 damage.
All right.
I'm
It's
going
still
to
alive.
bonus action, hit it again.
All right.
For 15 damage.
All right.
How's it looking?
Very close to death.
Action surge. Attacking again.
All right.
20 to hit. 4, 7, 13 damage.
All right. You killed it.
Fantastic. Then last attack, one below me.
Yep.
17.
That will unfortunately miss.
And that is my full turn.
Yeah. Miles just cleared out like all of the crabs.
That's what we come in the building.
Yeah. This other crab will come up to you though, and it will bite you.
We'll do no such thing.
It will. It crit.
Oh, even with 22 armor class, rude.
That is 25 damage.
I'm gonna use a dice to absorb some of that.
Holy shamonga.
It gets to deal double damage if it has advantage, and it got to deal double damage again because it crit.
Huh.
So I regain 10.
Alright. So you only take 15 then. It will attempt to snap at you with its pincers. That is a 20 to hit, which will... Oh, wait.
It'll miss.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. That'll miss, yeah. Because I was trying to remember when Toby casted Adrenaline.
During his turn.
But
Uh,
I
yeah,
thought
I
it
was-
ends at the beginning. I thought after
It
my
ends at
turn,
the
or it
no,
ends
it ends
after
at the beginning
His
of Toby's turn.
Alright,
Oh.
both the pincers miss.
He's only
We
used it
come
once this
Xylus.
campaign. Silas gonna bother taking a turn? I don't know. Like, after this wait, I'm not sure Silas cares.
I mean, you can.
No, don't be ridiculous. I get a chance to kill things. I'm just gonna throw a Celestial Burst out. That's the creature on the left of... Like, on the left as I look at
That one?
Miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one
It's
that
a
just
nat 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll do it.
But remember, they're adamantine crabs. They don't crit.
That's bullshit. Well,
Oh my god.
Wow. That is 7 damage on my 4d8.
Yeah, I don't think it noticed.
Holy shit.
That's. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was a
bad.
tragedy. How hard are these two looking?
The one that attacked Miles looks fine. And then this one looks completely unhurt.
I don't think I'm going to use any spell slots.
You sure?
That's I'm good. It's my turn.
All right. Thea, you are up.
Alright, just scooch over a little. Gonna produce flame. That's a 17 on the spell check to do that.
17 will pass.
Okay. And then it's a 28 to hit the crab.
Which crab?
This one.
That one? Yep, that'll hit.
For 10 fire damage.
All right.
And then a flame seed to the same crab. For 18 to hit.
Yep, that will exactly hit.
Nice.
What's the aura?
For 3 fire damage.
Theo, what's the
It's
aura
my swim
around you?
speed.
Ah,
Swim speed
Swimming
aura.
okay.
How much damage did you say it was?
3.
All right. Yeah, I didn't really care.
Yeah,
Is that gonna be your turn?
that is my turn.
All right. We come to crab to unhurt crab.
Oops, sorry.
Be like, whoa, Toby, slow down, buddy. It's going to bite at Miles. It misses.
We need to get
It
Theo Shield of Faith
misses,
so that we can give Miles
and
26
it
armor plus.
misses. All right, Toby, it's your turn.
Just a thought. Just the things we think about. Yeah, pretty much the same as before. Steel Defender is going to stand between Miles and Toby. Toby is going to twice with the Axe of Batel. Go swang, swang.
All right, give me a hit.
Swang. No flanking advantage here. No.
No.
No, they're right. He's unpracticed with that axe and it's shit.
Yeah, both miss, unfortunate.
Yeah, Cole McCamel takes a bite, but apparently doesn't want to roll to hit. He only wants to do damage. 19 to hit
That
on this
will
creature
hit.
here.
that'll
Dealing
hit.
6 force damage.
All right.
And that's him. He didn't cast Adrenaline again, so 20 armor class now.
We move
Captain
to Binks.
Finish him.
Binks indeed. I'll
Right,
go
right.
over here and I'll bop this guy.
Bop!
You have to remember, Binks is allergic to finishing enemies, though.
I've literally finished one in this combat.
Finish
I know,
him!
but
Finish him!
you left another one exposed. But
Boy,
that'll hit.
I'm dying.
Just kill him! Damage! Do the damage! Got 19
That's
minutes.
13 bludgeoning plus 3 psychic.
All right.
That's a miss. And then I'll flurry of blows. Also miss. And then that was 16 to hit.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. You want me to suffer.
I mean, just don't
Alright,
roll an
tell me
at
about
one,
it.
and then you don't have to suffer. But is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Miles, your turn.
All right. The one that's right next to me and Toby. So the one to the right, I'm attacking that one.
Cool.
Oh, I ain't attacking that one. I will try again.
It's a good job he didn't take the -5.
Well,
Oh, we've
I
lost our ability to hit this combat.
looks like I'm not doing anything this turn. I'm going to bonus action.
I'm ready.
Second,
Casting Bless.
second wind.
Go ahead.
One
Is that your
d
turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
I really considered casting Bless. I'm sorry, guys. Should have done it.
All right. The crab that's getting beat up. It is its turn, and it will. You know, it's gonna claw at Toby.
Jesus, hit him so hard the music skipped.
Are you gonna disadvantage?
No.
All right. That is a miss on the first one.
Yeah, no. Disadvantage on the second one.
It's still a miss either way, so he's
Great.
just gonna bite Toby instead.
What? Do you mean it's still a miss either way? I'm going to give you disadvantage on the next one, I said.
Yeah, you did that on the claw.
You swung with the claw, you missed, and then I gave disadvantage on the next one.
Yeah, it has 2 claws.
Oh, okay, right, sorry, misunderstood.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, what?
Uh,
I'm saying I've done it the next one, not the past one. The next one. The next one, yeah? And Toby's immune to being hit this round anyway.
That is 22 to hit.
Oh, just give it him. Give it him. Go on.
Give it to him. All right.
Yeah. Just damage him. It's not my character. I don't care if it dies.
That's 18 damage.
Fuck. Jesus, sorry, Toby. I should have blocked that one. I don't know. I don't know how precious the spell slots are to an artificer. Like, I've not played one.
That's his turn,
I don't
so
think they're that important.
we move to Xylus.
Yeah, cool. Xylus is like, yeah, this is going well. Woo. And then he throws a Hand of Justice. Do I have Hand of Justice? I don't. But I do have... Yeah, let's do... No, I can't do... I really want to do that to a humanoid creature, but... These creatures don't look evil, do they? They just look watery.
They look pretty neutral to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, sod a dog. We'll just use a contract. We'll just use a contract. We'll just use a contract.
Use a contrip.
19.
You can't trip. Yeah, that'll hit.
What level are we?
8.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. For some reason, it's coming up as a 1d8, and fuck me sideways and call me Bob.
Which one did you shoot?
Does it even matter? It's 4 radiant damage.
I mean, I just want to know who I'm giving it
The
to.
one I can see.
Okay. The one that's been bullied
That's
right now. All right.
hideous.
Is that your turn?
Oh. Yeah, it's my turn.
Thea.
It's gonna turn.
something.
Binks, are you okay?
I've got 18 health.
What does that mean?
I did not realize that.
Out of
Oh
50
yeah, he got hit pretty hard by the crabs.
Alright, I'll just do a level 1 cure wounds.
I misplayed my turn then, sorry.
9 plus 14 health to you.
What were your rolls?
Bonus action.
Like, on your kill wounds?
6 and 3.
It's fine.
Bonus action, flame seed.
Same crab.
Yep.
We will grind it down
That
with
one.
series of 3 and 4 damages.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 fire damage.
Ooh, finally. Close to a double-digit number. It's still alive, but hey, it's something.
I'm now wondering if 1 spell slot would have been worth like all this time and damage, but
Is that all?
Yes.
All right, we move to the crab, who's been, generally unhurt. He is going to bite Miles. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that will be 21 damage.
Oh boy.
That is more than 0.
That is one of the numbers rolled. He will attack you with his pincers. He'll miss. He'll attack you with his other pincer, and he'll miss. We move to Toby. Can Toby actually hit?
I don't know. Can Toby hit? You tell me. Toby, can you hit? Toby will try and hit. I think that might hit.
Hey,
It's
that'll
14
hit.
slashing damage to the target closest to him.
alright. You killed that crab. Congratulations. There's
Walks
still
up,
one
he takes
more.
his second attack. That'll also hit for another 9.
Alright.
And it's the same. I'm gonna roll this, even though it's not. Ignore the damage, but it's the same to hit.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's not. So,
It's -1, which
will an
it'll still
18
hit?
hit?
Either way.
Yeah, cool, great.
Yeah, 18 will hit. Either way. That's their
So,
18.
there you go, 10 force damage.
Alright. Crab's not looking so good. We move to Binks.
Wait, I had a ranged attack on the camel. Cool. The camel will
Yeah,
stand
he got a
between the two.
cannon.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah.
Binks.
Squad and shot.
I'll go over here.
Thunder
That's a nat 20 for a 23.
Told you it was a thunder
Yeah,
strike.
that'll hit.
Boom. Crack it. But keep the claws intact. They're really tasty to eat.
That's 13 bludgeoning
Mhm.
plus,
Boom. Smack. The sound of his dying.
plus 12 psychic.
Alright, it looks incredibly hurt.
And then that's a miss.
You have,
And
a
then-
bonus attack.
Oh yeah. I'll do that. So 22 to hit.
That will hit. Roll me damage, please.
That's 7 bludgeoning plus.
How do you kill the last crab?
Quickly.
I think what I do is I throw it up, and then as it like gradually floats down, I like batter up my quarterstaff, and then just
With your unarmed
just-
strike, yes?
no with my quarterstaff, and then it just goes off, and then just twinkles in the distance.
Alright.
Oh, you get a bonus attack with your staff? I didn't realize that. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, if it was with his fist, either way, it's dead. But we exit combat.
Yeah.
Real quickly, before we end, I want someone to roll an investigation check.
That'll be the robot. He does those things.
Alright.
He does those things.
I have a +7 on that.
You can roll as well if you want.
Yeah, you can roll as well.
I got an 18 for the robot.
Alright. Yeah. You guys, after a little bit of searching, are able to find the tablet. And that is
Oh,
where we'll
sick!
end for
It was
today.
in this room.
Yep.
It was time. It was
Can
in
we, if we recover the tablet, can we return back to dry earth and take a short rest?
I'll tell you for free. We're gonna start with reading the tablet, and you're gonna find out that you're not done yet. So,
this.
Okay.
We're not done yet.
all right. Quickly, since I know James.
No,
wants to read.
if we've got to MVPs, we've got time to go. As there's no
Alright.
Jamal, it'll happen.
The game doesn't actually start for another hour and 10 minutes, so there's.
No, I've got dinner to make. I've got listening to do.
Oh,
no.
yeah. I'm going to my friend's house to watch too. I'm just saying, it doesn't start immediately.
Yeah. I'll come first to James.
Yeah. So first of all, I think you do such a good job of like the set written passages. So I still think the best moment of the campaign so far was the first vision. I think you did such a cracking job with that. The music for the second vision, and like the moment of settling it in. And I know sometimes, obviously, Darth, you don't always read things particularly smoothly. But when it came to this vision, I felt like I was there. It was fucking brilliant. So props to you with that. That was great. The fact that Josh and I are so awake today it's great. Loving it. I'm like invested, and I've suddenly realized that I have no idea why we're here. But No, I think my MVP goes to Thea's pure shock when Xylus goes for the gem, and then when I failed, Miles went for it, and you just hear Laura go, "What?" Like, really quietly, just like, you think you're going for it as well. It was great. Loved that. But yeah, I thought that was great. I do genuinely think that's what Xylus would do. Like, he's looking for anything that's the source. He doesn't care about the threat to himself as long as he can save Bing's right. It's the logic. The fact that Miles is just backing him up all the way, drinking buddies. We're on. Like, oh, you can't get it? Watch me. I can get it. It was great. So that's fine.
We'll come next to Josh. Your MVP, please.
I think a little one is just how badly I've rolled today. so badly. But I think it's always really cool when in sessions we have like NPCs that are like trapped in a past time and place and stuff. So having those NPCs who are like, "Oh, don't you see the big ominous threat behind us?" And they're like, "What are you talking about? That's a mailbox, you know?" Yeah, I really like that content stuff.
Yeah. Matt?
Yeah, same thing. All the NPCs in this place, I don't have a clue what's going on.
Yeah,
They're all, and also the elf lady that speaks half elf and half orc for some reason.
Duly noted.
Yeah. And Laura, your MVP.
Miles walking around to each NPC going, "Do you see the big shadow? What is it? What is it?"
Yeah, I would say that's probably my MVP too, especially with Miles not noticing the big shadow at first, being told about it, and the person who noticed it, they're not worried like as much about it as much as the person who was told about it. Like Miles didn't see it; he saw it after he was told about it, but he didn't notice it when it first came. And I was just like, "You guys see that, right? Right? Like I'm not crazy." Everyone's just like, "You're crazy, dude. What are you talking?" I love that. But I'll hand it back to James.
Yeah, cool. For once, we are actually going to raid. So if you would like to join us in raiding the Gilded Troll, they are currently doing a Spelljammer campaign. Laura, this is the one where I was saying you should really see the art. It's really cool, so that's why you should come and see the art. It's really cool. Yeah, they're doing a Spelljammer campaign. It isn't their normal DM, but they're fantastic people. And Steph has been a real big supporter of our channel in the past. So please go and show them some love. But in the meantime, please wish England all the luck in the world as we crash out of the World Cup in approximately 3 hours. I am looking forward to it.
Nope, not happening.
Hope you're all well, and I shall see you all soon. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We shall see you next week.